Hey, welcome back to Making Sense of Your Market. It's February 14th, 2025. It's Valentine's Day. It's my 21st wedding anniversary, so I got a big night. Taking Jenny to Canlis. I'm really excited. I'll share with you some reviews because I've only been there one time. I think we went there and sat in the bar and just had cocktails. So excited to go there tonight and celebrate 21 years of marriage and Valentine's Day. But I got a great update for you this week. This week's update, I'm going to share what defines a healthy market. So I was at a real estate investors workshop, and these real estate investors make a living off of the purchases that they make in real estate. And these are the 8 things that they use to gauge every single property or project that they invest in. I'm going to share it with you because it's super relevant. If it's relevant to real estate investors, it's relevant to home buyers, especially first-time home buyers. So I want to talk about interest rates too. Every week, I talk about interest rates. Are they up or down week over week? This week, actually today, saved the week. Interest rates dropped a little today. So rates week over week are about almost a quarter of a point due to weak retail sales numbers. So this is not a quote. This is just a range. But interest rates are right around 6.875 for 30-year fixed rates this week. We're going to see some easing. I just don't know when. Hang in there. I know there's a lot of you guys that watch these, that reach out to me every single week, and you're sitting on 6, 7, 8% 30-year fixed rates. Relief is on the way. I promise you, we're just going to have to be a little bit more patient, as if being patient over the last 2.5, 3 years isn't good enough. So I've got a home buyer class coming up next weekend. If you're looking at purchasing in 2025, it's a great way to just get some really good education, some information on the market. So reach out to me if you have any questions, you want to attend that. But let's talk about real quickly, because I'm going to share a lot of these 8 bullet points at the home buyer class. And like I said, if real estate investors base their purchase, their livelihood, and these are not dabblers in real estate. The event that I spoke at last week, these are full-time real estate investors. In fact, one of the speakers, his portfolio, he added $175 million in real estate to his portfolio just last year. So these are full-time real estate investors. What defines a healthy market or a healthy purchase for them? Really, there's 8 factors, okay? The first one is in a particular area that they're looking at, the value. Okay, what are values doing? Are they up, they down, they sideways, and what is their projection? What does that look like? Supply levels, amount of inventory or lack thereof in certain areas. Number 3, days on market. Number 4, interest rates. We've had ugly interest rates for the past 3 years, and if ugly interest rates hasn't caused the market to flinch, that means the market's a little bit more durable. So that's positive. Number 5, employment and income in these certain areas. Now, I'm going to hit pause real quick. The investor and economist that spoke on these 8 variables of what defines a healthy market has built some technology using AI along with data to predict across the country healthier places to purchase as a real estate investor. Again, if real estate investors are using this technology and this data, it's super beneficial for you as a first-time home buyer or even a transition buyer client of mine. All right, so income and employment. How is income levels in a certain area, and what does the jobs market look like employment-wise in that area? Okay, number 6, availability of credit. People like me, can you get financing? Yes or no? That hasn't dried up. It's available. Nothing's changed it there. Number 7, development or production. Now, here in the Pacific Northwest, builders are behind. There's a lack of land, but here is the thing. They have updated in King County, Snohomish, and Pierce County zoning requirements. So single-family lots that have houses on them right now, you can actually build an ADU or a DADU, thus increasing production due to zoning changes. So that's a positive thing. The last thing I don't like to get into because I don't know enough about it is predictable politics. I always like to stay out of the political conversation anyways because I just don't know enough about politics, nor do I care. But what you do need to care about in regards to politics is you have to understand that the Fed, the government, does have an impact on mortgage rates. If you don't believe me, go back to during COVID. What happened when the market dropped and the economy slowed? The Fed, the government jumped in, bought mortgage-backed securities, caused mortgage rates to drop to speed up the economy. So these are the 8 factors that investors use to gauge the market. I wanted to share them with you. I felt like this was super valuable information. I got to speak at this workshop of real estate investors, and I walked away with a ton of helpful information. One last thing I need your help with, all right? I'm on the mission to find the best brunch spot in the Pacific Northwest for weekend brunch. If you have a place that you've gone to that you love, I want you to text me or reply back to this email and let me know, because my wife and I are looking for places to go on the weekend and have a great brunch. In the meantime, you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next week for another update. Bye for now.